Oh my goodness, we're so on. This is going to be the best episode ever. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. My name is Greg Benz.
And my name is Craig Benz.
You're listening to two guys talking about lettuce. That's the name of the show because that's exactly what we do every single episode. Good morning, Craig. Nice to see you.
Good morning. I extended my saying of my name because before we started recording, I told you that I had nothing to say. So I'm trying to stall. Basically.
Okay, that's fine.
Mm-hmm. Thanks for throwing me a bone there.
It's already started. It's already started.
You said a word and then you gestured as if I had to say something.
Yeah, it was your turn. It's your turn now. All right, go ahead. He's drinking coffee. In case you're not watching, Craig is drinking coffee now. He made coffee. I don't know. Have you ever had coffee before, or is this your first time?
This is my first time having coffee. And
what do you think? What do you think of it?
It's a little bitter.
Yeah, okay. You could add some sweetener to it.
I don't want to. I'm in the middle of making a video about how to reduce sugar.
Oh man, I'm so excited because I have ice cream probably 2 or 3 times a day. Is that bad?
Oh. Yes. Yeah. Objectively, yes. That's,
but I like it. But I really like it. It's delicious and I enjoy it.
Yeah. I mean, like, when you go to the bathroom when you poop, Greg? Do you like that? Do you like that?
Well, I haven't done that in a few months now.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, that's another problem. I was gonna make the point that just because you like something doesn't mean you should do it literally all the time.
Oh, it's okay. It's good because I like pooping, so it's good that I don't do it all the time. Was that your point? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, but you're going far too long without pooping. That's not. That's
all right.
A problem.
Okay.
No, it really is.
No, but listen, if we're going to talk about poop, if that's what you wanted to talk about, then sure, I'm a big fan of pooping. I think everybody should do it. I do it just about every day.
Yeah?
Yeah, my poop schedule is very... I'm glad we're talking about this because I'm sure everybody wants to hear this.
Okay, we could stop talking
No, I'll go into detail. It's very irregular.
Listen,
sometimes I'll poop, once a day. Other times I'll skip a day, and then I might poop like 3 times in a day. I don't know if you're like that, but sometimes I'll do that.
I mean, I guess that can happen. 3 times is pretty rare, but it could happen. Yeah, sure. Ah. Okay, well, let's stop talking about poop now.
Hey, listen, you brought it up.
What's your favorite way to make coffee?
Oh, I like to use coffee beans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
usually some sort of a hot water, and often I'll grind the beans. Not every time.
Not every time.
Every time. Sometimes I'll just put the beans in the hot water, and it takes longer. I'll tell you that.
I imagine it probably takes a very long time if it works at all.
I've had some beans sitting in water now for about 1.5 years, and it still hasn't really. You got to wait till it turns brown. The water turns brown. Hadn't happened yet.
Oh, okay. That's not a method. That's not a way to make coffee.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
For real. Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm glad we could have these conversations because this is a podcast about lettuce. I just want to remind you.
Yeah.
And by the way, and listen, I wanted to look good for you today because we're doing this on video now and people are seeing us on YouTube. So I showered. For those of you not watching, I showered, I shaved, got all the oil off my face, and my hair looks good. I honestly look good. I smell really good. I want just to clarify that for everyone who's only listening to the show.
Well, the smell is irrelevant because no one's going to be able to smell.
The smell is an elephant?
No, it's irrelevant.
An elephant?
No, irrelevant.
Oh my God!
Also, you look good. I'm not saying you look bad, Greg, but you don't look like you showered. You didn't. And you look a little greasy in the face.
Don't tell
you look
the people.
A little shiny.
Yeah, I'm a little greasy. Don't tell the people listening, but because I want them to think that I'm showered and clean.
Greg, maybe you should start texting me instead of whispering into the microphone.
Okay, hang on a second.
If you don't want people to hear what you're saying. Because when you lean close to the mic like this, it actually makes your voice clearer.
Don't embarrass me. Just let me. I'll text you.
All right. Okay, text me. Are you
Hang on.
texting me?
Don't tell the people that I actually
type it.
didn't.
You don't have to.
I dictate when I text. Don't
No,
tell
but that
now
doesn't work.
Now it says I dictate when I text, and now it says what I just said, and now it says that. Hang on.
Okay, you gonna send it? I look forward to that.
Yeah.
Getting that text.
Okay.
Greg, that doesn't. You need to type with your fingers. That's. Oh, I got it. I got your text.
Yeah. Well,
That's
feel free
great.
to read it.
Okay. It says, "Don't tell the people that I actually didn't know. I dictate when I text. Don't tell me I'll." Now it says I dictate when I text, and now it is what I just said. I know it's just that. Hang on. That's what it says.
Man, that's a good text. That's one of the best texts I've ever sent. That's
one
a
of the
really
best I've ever received, actually.
Speaking of good text, let's go ahead and jump right to the part that everybody loves to hear their own words on this podcast. So let's jump right to the part where we read the new fan reviews on Apple Podcasts, where people leave reviews and then we read your reviews live on the podcast in front of a live studio audience.
That part of each episode that we do.
It is a part of every episode, so we're going to jump right to that part. And
we don't do this every episode, and we don't have a schedule at all. We're not jumping ahead. We just are deciding
every single
to do
episode
it right now.
we do it exactly 35 minutes into the show. But tonight, and this morning, we're doing it 6.5 minutes into the show. Here we go. Okay. And there are no new reviews since July 1st.
Really?
On Apple
what?
Podcast. That's over a month.
Oh.
That's over a month with no. So listen, you guys are really slacking. Feel free to leave 6-7 reviews each.
Yeah.
And because let's say that 30,000 people listen to every episode of this pod. I'm not sure what the number is. Let's say it's about 30,000 people.
Yeah, we can say that.
And if each of those people leave 6 or 7 reviews, then I mean that's like over 1,000 reviews. So
yeah. If you want comments, like we have a YouTube channel, we get comments on those all the time. I mean, if you want something to read that people are saying, you could go to our YouTube channel.
Speaking of our previous episodes, I was listening to the latest episode that came out, which is the
okay. We weren't speaking about our previous episodes, but
all right. Well, that's what
are
you say.
Listening? Are you listening to me at all?
All right. Listen, Jim. I wanted to bring up this this previous episode, the one that's currently out, which is about America's favorite hobo, Boxcar Willie. Yeah. And in that episode, I asked you what your blood type was, and you didn't know, but you promised that by the next episode, you'd find out what your blood type was. Now, several episodes have gone by, so tell us, what is your blood type?
Oh my God, I don't know. I still don't know.
Oh man, this is disappointing. I thought for sure that you would actually know what your blood type is.
Okay. Do you know what yours is? Did you say what yours was?
Yeah, it's B negative.
Yeah, that's right. But you didn't want to, bring the room down.
Yeah, I didn't. I wanted to be a positive.
Yeah.
No, that's not right. I don't really understand. Another thing I don't understand. Let's talk about lettuce for a second.
Okay.
Here's one thing that I honestly don't understand. What is the difference between lettuce and cabbage?
Have we talked about We've talked about this before.
We've talked a bit about cabbage, but not really about what the difference is between lettuce and cabbage.
I think I brought up that cabbage and lettuce were basically the same thing, but they're not.
They're apparently not, but I mean, it feels to me like cabbage is just thicker, stronger lettuce.
Cabbage and lettuce are, Greg, off the top of my head, cabbage and lettuce are both green vegetables that have many layers of leaves. However, cabbage is tougher and contains less water than lettuce does. These differences decide what the vegetables are used for. Cabbage is typically boiled or steamed or used in coleslaw.
Wow, and that's all off the top of your head.
I
mean, it looked like you were reading it. And that's what it looked like too. It looked like you were just reading that, and you're trying to pawn it off as if they're your thoughts.
Greg, they can't see. Well, I guess if they're watching the video, they can see.
They can see. People who can see. I want to say hi to everybody who can see. If you're watching this episode on YouTube, be sure and leave a comment about bananas for no reason. Just what your thoughts on bananas.
I like how you like. What were you doing? Were you looking at the camera? You're just looking.
I was looking
off
at
in
the
another
camera. Yeah, I'm looking at the camera.
Okay. Because that doesn't look like you're looking at the camera.
I am
that
looking
looks
at the
like
camera.
It looks like you're looking off to the side of the camera a little bit.
No. I'm looking right at the. Maybe my eyes are just messed up. Are you making a comment about my?
Do I?
No, it looks like you're not looking at the camera.
Does it look like I'm not looking at the camera?
Yeah, that's right. But this is good. This is good podcast, audio podcast material right here.
Greg, try looking just to the left of your camera and see what that looks like. That looks more like you're looking at the camera.
You're kidding. It does?
It does, yeah.
Here I'm directly at the camera. Listen, this is not good for people who are just listening. We should move on. No,
I feel like this is good for them. They should know how laptop cameras work.
I mean, I guess let's get the lettuce news out of the way. We've got some lettuce news now, actually.
Oh, we do?
From our listeners. I've got 3 bits of lettuce news. The first bit of lettuce news is from my son Charlie, he says he loves the podcast, listens every day. He says, He says, did you know that when you eat a carrot, you're just eating roots?
What? Huh?
How about that?
Mind blown. Also, he listens every day?
Yeah, listens to the podcast every day.
Well, we once a week it comes out. So
yeah, he listens to a new podcast every single day. I don't know. I don't know how he gets them.
Oh, wow!
but he has listened to way more podcasts than we've recorded.
So is he listening to the future?
Listen, I don't know. I think that he somehow gets bonus podcasts that we never recorded, but that I don't know how it works. You know, kids, they say that kids can see dead people and all sorts of stuff. I mean,
no, that was a fictional movie.
No.
Haley Joel Osment.
Yeah. He's one of those kids. He's like, I see dead people. They say that all kids can do that, and
no, they don't.
I think they can. I mean, you have a kid. You know, you ever see her just like talking to herself? She's not talking to herself, talking to the dead people in the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I will verify with her later. I will ask her if she's talking
I mean,
to
she
dead
might not
people.
be able to articulate it, but
and now that I think about it, I'm not going to ask her if she's talking to dead people because I don't want to traumatize her.
I think you don't want to traumatize yourself. You know, oh my gosh, my house is full of dead people.
Yeah, I suppose, but also I don't want her to think that she's supposed to, and that's a thing you can do. So,
all right, okay,
yeah,
I'm just gonna agree with you from now on. I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm just gonna agree with you. All right,
really?
Yeah,
you're just gonna agree with me?
Nope.
Wow, that ended quickly. That really ended quickly.
It did not last long.
No. Oh, my gosh.
All right, our second bit of lettuce news is actually from lettuce. Lettuce says, hi, I'm an annual leaf vegetable and a rich source of vitamins K and A. Thank you, lettuce, for your comment.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so lettuce wrote that?
Yeah, lettuce wrote that.
Where? On what?
It just sent it to me. And the last...
Just sent it in a text, in an email?
Well, they typed it. And then the last lettuce news from our listeners is actually...
it was typed out on your computer?
Yeah.
In like a word processor?
Yeah, in my notes app. And then
lettuce came into, or they grabbed your phone, or they came into your room and typed on your computer.
Something, I guess. I don't know. Anyway.
I think you need a security system or
listen to you, a guy who's afraid of lettuce. You do a podcast about lettuce and you're like, oh, you need a security system to protect you from the lettuce.
Well, I'm more concerned about...
I'm more concerned about the...
Is that how I sound?
Is that how I talk?
Is that how I talk? I'm more concerned.
we are grown-ass men. I just want to point that out. You and I are grown-ass men.
I mean, to be fair, you're the one acting more like a child right now. But
to be fair,
have chosen,
you're the one acting more like a child.
But I have chosen to do a podcast with you, so I guess that puts me into question as well.
All right, our final bit of lettuce news is actually from my AAA, and they say, since I have less than a year on my 72-month warranty, the cost of my new car battery will be prorated. So,
okay.
So thank you for that, AAA.
Wait, who wrote that?
That's from my AAA.
Oh, they're telling you that that's going to happen to your car.
Yeah, and then it actually did happen. Yesterday, I did get a new car battery, and it was prorated. I got it for about $50 off, something like that.
I feel like you're just trying to work your way into talking about your car.
No, this is just lettuce news. You know, you got 3 bits of lettuce news from our listeners. That's all.
Wait, what did that have to do with lettuce? What did that last bit have to do with?
Listen, that's for the viewers to decide. You know, it's not. We listen. We don't have the power, Craig, to make all the decisions.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for our viewers and listeners. So there you go.
All right, listen. Off the top of my head,
top
did you know that the ancient Greeks connected the lettuce plant with male impotency?
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh yeah, well it sounds like it because you did say it like right after I said it.
Right after I said, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything
I'm saying
is what you're going to
say. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say.
Is there a delay? Is there a delay or something?
No. I'm just saying, that's exactly what I was going to say, and I was proving it because I just said it.
Okay, cool.
God, I love doing this podcast. This is the dumbest thing in the whole world. I love it so much.
Oh, Greg.
Oh, Craig.
I don't feel like I can say anything at this point. I don't. In fact, your behavior in this episode is it's discouraging me from speaking right now.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, that's the sign of a good friendship. When one friend's behavior discourages the other friend from speaking, then
it's a good podcast too. It's a good
that's
good interview technique. Yeah.
You know, we really should have on, if we had on Tom Hanks and everything Tom Hanks said, I just repeated and ridiculed. I mean, he would be so surprised. He'd be like, no one's ever done this to me in an interview. I'd be like, no one's ever done this to me in an interview. I snorted.
You did.
I had a snort, a laugh snort, as they say.
Greg.
You know it's good. Yeah, you're wiping your eyes. I'm wiping my eyes too. For those of you who are not watching, we're literally making ourselves laugh cry.
And now I'm cleaning my glasses.
All right, while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and do a shout out to our sponsor. This episode, of course, is sponsored by Christmas. Do you like giving gifts and receiving gifts to and from your loved ones? Why not try doing it on Christmas? Coming December 25th, don't forget the name. That's Christmas. Okay.
Okay, so just moving right along. Is there I think that would be a good name for a Christmas movie. Christmas. Is there a movie called The Christmas?
What's the Christmas? What? Just moving right along. What's the name?
No, just Christmas. The movie's name is just Christmas.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's succinct. Gets right to the point.
Yeah.
Doesn't waste any vowels. I hate movie titles that waste vowels.
Yeah, I guess there's only 2 vowels in the word Christmas, isn't there?
I guess there are.
Wow, there's a lot of consonants in the movie Christmas. I never really thought of that. Huh.
That's why it's so popular. That's why people love it so much, just because of all the consonants.
So, like, if you can jam in consonants more,
people
are gonna like a thing more.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Easter is not as popular.
We should try to get as many consonants as possible in the title of this episode.
Think about it. Easter, much shorter name than Christmas, has like 50% more vowels.
That's true. True. People don't really like New Year's Eve. A lot of people don't like. They feel like it's overrated and it disappoints them.
And has way too many vowels. I mean, I will say this: the more vowels a holiday has, the less popular that holiday is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you can quote me on that.
They might want to change the name of Hanukkah, honestly.
Oh, yeah. And another thing about Hanukkah, nobody knows how to spell it. There's like 17 different spellings of it.
Yeah, I just Googled it, and I Googled it wrong. Yeah, it's...
I don't think it's possible to Google it wrong. I
think they should change the name of Hanukkah to Hank, because then it's just one vowel.
Yeah, and especially if your name is Hank, you're going to love that holiday.
Oh, yeah, your built-in audience.
Yeah, it's going to be like...
Should we name this episode Hank? Should we just name this episode Hank?
You know what? I tell you what. Let's name this episode something that will actually get views. Let's call it Star Wars... New film coming.
Greg, why don't you
News,
ever go
news.
with my idea for what to name an episode?
Because if you call it Star Wars something, people are going to listen to it. New Star Wars film announced!
I thought you were just going
to
just call it Star Wars. Just Star Wars.
But if you make it seem like there's going to be like some news about a new Star Wars film that's announced,
let's call it Hank. Let's call this episode Hank.
Maybe the name.
I'm putting my foot down, Greg. I'm putting my foot down.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, whatever.
Is that how I win? I just say I'm putting my foot down?
Well, that's how I make you think you're going to win, but I'm the one who actually puts the titles of the episodes in the files, so I can really.
Yeah, come to think of it, though, I'm the one who uploads, so I guess.
Yeah, but maybe I'll call it anything but Hank.
Okay, but maybe I will just change it.
Yeah, or maybe you won't. Maybe you won't change it. Maybe you'll forget, and you'll just upload, and it'll be called anything but Hank.
Maybe I will forget, but I don't think so. Once I see the words anything but, although I shouldn't overestimate my ability to forget what we talk about on these episodes.
Yeah, you are really good at that. Yeah, and I am too, which is great. And that brings us to the special Patreon-only portion of Bonus Talking.
Wait. I think underestimate was the word I was looking for, not overestimate.
Well, let's talk about listen, that's something we can talk about in the Bonus Talking section, which begins right now.
This portion of Two Guys Talking About Lettuce has been edited out for your listening inconvenience. If you wish to hear the complete, unedited version with the bonus talking, be sure to visit patreon.com/2guystalkingaboutlettuce. And now, back to the edited, not as good version of the podcast.
That's the end of the special Patreon portion of the show. And listen, we have to share something with you. We did talk all about the new Star Wars movie in the Patreon portion. That way, the real Star Wars fans will join the Patreon. Will be able to hear all about the movie and what happens and stuff.
Yeah, it's exciting. It's a very exciting new cinematic adventure,
and very different than the previous films.
It feels like a departure. It feels like a bit of a departure.
Episode 10 is. I think it's going to set. It's going to set. It's going to set the standard for like the next 10 to 12 episodes.
They're finally getting away from the Skywalker family.
Yeah, and all the story aspect of the movies.
And the entertaining bits. And
that's right. But listen, I have to share something that Craig and I were just talking about at the end of the Patreon only section. And normally we don't, disclose the secrets that we reveal in that section.
This one's so important. This one.
Craig and I both just found out.
Wait. Build it up a little more. A little more. No. Greg, did you poop yesterday?
No, I'm building up pressure.
Oh,
is that what you meant?
No, excitement. I meant excitement.
Oh, okay. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. That's it. Come on. Put your hands together.
That feels like just like relaxing, loungy listening to music.
How's everybody doing tonight? I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
That's also like you're an MC in a lounge where there are other people. In real life.
I'm literally deaf. I can't hear you. That's what I want. I wish that the MCs would say.
But that's not building excitement at all.
Well, okay. I thought I would. I thought I was building some excitement.
I think you were confusing and
man. Okay.
Just sort of game show hosty, and it was just not. It wasn't building excitement.
Man. Okay. I really thought I nailed it, but now I feel bad. Maybe we shouldn't even reveal what we were talking about now, because since I didn't build the excitement, I'd say what? Why don't you build the excitement?
Okay. All right, guys. We talked about something. And we thought, this is not something that just patrons need to hear. The world needs to hear this because, excuse me, Greg, excuse me.
While you're building excitement your way, I'm going to build pressure excitement. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right, maybe that'll help. So this news that we came upon it's so. I guess it was coincidental, serendipitous might be the right word. It's going to change the world. It's going to change the way that you see the world. It's going to change the way that you live in the world. It is incredible, you guys. This news it's the best news I've ever heard in my life.
Just tell them. Just tell them.
We're both getting haircuts today.
Yeah, it's not as exciting as I thought. I thought it'd be exciting, but
well, I mean, your reaction kind of ruined it.
I mean, but honestly, it's kind of a letdown. I mean, when you think about it, I mean, like it was exciting when it was new to us.
Yeah.
And like you're like, I'm getting a haircut today. I'm like, well, I'm getting a haircut today. And you know what else? I'm bringing Charlie with me. He's getting a haircut too.
You didn't say that.
I know. I want to save that excitement for this part of the podcast. That's why.
Incredible. Father, son, haircutting.
We do that sometimes. Yeah, and with the same
great.
haircut lady.
I've never done a haircut.
You know, it's because you don't have a son. It's because you don't have a son. That's why.
Oh.
Yeah. We go to the same haircut lady. Her name is Anna. She's terrific. I've been going to her for years. And my favorite part of taking my son to go get a haircut is that he always tells me to go first. And I sit there in the chair and I have a nice conversation with Anna. And then my son, he's been doing this ever since he was like, I don't know, 4 or something. He sits in the chair. And it's not like a kid's barbershop. It's just like a regular place, regular hairstylist salon. And he sits in the chair. And then he starts a conversation with her, which is hilarious to hear his tiny little voice go, "So, what have you been up to lately?" And I just sit there and I'm like holding in the laughs while he's just having a conversation with the hairstylist. Because he watches me do it, and then he wants to do it too. And he even told me that he's excited to go get a haircut because he looks forward to having a conversation with Anna.
See, when I was little, and still to this day, I don't like conversations with a hairstylist.
Oh, no. Come on. That's like saying you don't like to have a deep conversation with your dentist. I mean, everybody loves to have a deep conversation during their teeth cleaning.
You ever go get a massage?
Yeah, I do.
You talk to the masseuse?
Yeah. Sometimes while I'm like rubbing her shoulders and stuff, I'll have a conversation with her, and I'll ask her, like, does that feel good? Do you like that?
Yeah.
And I'll ask stuff like that, But the only thing I like going to get a massage. But the only thing is my hands just get so tired after like that full hour.
Yeah,
they get so tired.
Did you say going? You said go getting a massage.
Yeah,
that's what you said.
I do like to go get a massage, but I feel like it's a lot of money to pay just to rub somebody's shoulders.
The act of getting the massage. Getting
a massage. You go in and the masseuse lays down. You massage her shoulders and her back.
So what are they doing then? Are they giving a massage?
They're just lying down. They're just lying down, and they get to enjoy it. But I feel like it's
taking the massage. Who's taking it?
I'm paying for it. So
yeah,
but I feel like it's a lot of money just to go and rub somebody's shoulders and back for like an hour.
Where is this? Where do you go to do this?
My next door neighbor is a professional masseuse, and that's how they explained to me how massages work. And so I go over, and her name is Susan.
Yeah,
and she's 81 years old, and she loves it. Every time I go and get a massage, she loves it.
Okay, so you go to your neighbor's house and you give your neighbor a massage.
Well, I mean, I'm getting a massage, but I am rubbing her back and shoulders.
She's lying to you.
She is lying down in front of me.
Yeah,
if that's what you mean.
Yes.
She has a massage. No. She has a professional massage table because she's a professional. So she lays down on it, puts her face down in that little hole.
She's not a professional masseuse. A massage is when you go and you lay down and they rub your body.
Oh, no, that's ridiculous. Now, why would they do that?
Why did you do it? Why are you doing it?
Well, that's what she told me to do, and I mean, honestly, I would if one of these days, if I'm a professional masseuse, I would love to get like one where someone rubs my shoulders, because I imagine that's got to feel really good. You don't
have to be a professional to get a massage. You just go to a place where they give massages, and you lay down, and they give you a massage.
You're saying I lay down and they rub my shoulders and back?
Yes, they do.
Wow. Okay. I mean, this is some news. I mean,
it's very kind of you to give your neighbor a massage. She's 81
is that what
years
I've been
old,
doing? I've been giving my.
Yeah.
She's 81.
Yeah.
I've been giving my
Yeah.
81-year-old neighbor Susan. I've been giving her massages.
Yeah,
She's not,
and by all means, please keep doing that. It sounds like she's enjoying it, and that's great. But
sometimes she enjoys it a little too much. You know what I'm saying?
okay, no, never mind. Don't keep giving her a massage. Don't do it. Don't. There's something else going on here that I don't think is good.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
and
so
here's
stop-
the other thing.
Yeah.
I don't believe that she's actually 81 because I usually women who are that old don't still have all that hair on their chest and stuff, and their voice isn't always so deep. So
yeah.
So I don't believe her.
I mean,
totally.
I don't want to make too many assumptions here.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like. I mean, again, gender is a spectrum, but it doesn't sound like this is an old lady to me.
I mean, she does not look like an old lady to me. To me, she looks like a 28-year-old man. Which
okay, that's probably what she is. Then that's probably.
And another thing is, I'm the only one who calls her Susan. Everybody else calls her Paul, which I think is weird.
Does he or she tell you to, or do they tell you to call them Paul?
I'll be honest with you. I'll be
Susan?
honest with you. They've actually never said anything to me. They've never even told me that I can go over to get a massage. I just go over there every night.
Yeah.
And now that I'm saying this out loud, this does not sound like I've been doing the right thing.
No, this sounds like you're breaking into someone's house and then you're rubbing their body.
It sounds to me like
they're letting you.
It sounds to me like I have a 28-year-old neighbor named Paul, and every night I'm going to his house and giving him a massage. That's what it. Now that I'm saying it out loud, that's what it sounds like I've been doing.
Yeah, but no words have been spoken about this. You just do it
every night for the past 3.5 years. I've been doing that. And I just realized I feel like...
Why did you start doing it?
Well, I don't know. I forget how it started. But I do feel like...
That to me is the most interesting thing. How did this start?
I feel like now that if my neighbor's name is Paul, I feel like Paul's been taking advantage of me.
Yeah. Well, depending on how it started. Yeah, I think so.
Man.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot.
Yeah. So maybe try getting an actual massage. They feel great.
Okay. All right. I'll try that tonight when I go over to Paul's.
Yeah.
I'll try it the other way around.
Okay. Point is, I don't talk to them when they give me a massage. I don't talk to masseuses when they give me a massage.
Why? Are you too relaxed?
And I don't talk. I'm surprised that I remember what my point was, by the way, and I'm proud of myself. But and I don't talk to barber, or I do talk if they talk to me.
But you don't make conversation with the barber.
No, they'll definitely make conversation with me because I think they feel like that's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And I just don't. I don't like conversations with people I don't know, Greg. I don't.
Hey, I'm the same way. Like, and every time I go to my therapist, she's like, "Are you going to talk this week?" And I'd be like, and I don't say a word. I sit there for an hour and I don't say a word.
Where do you go for therapy, Greg?
It's just back over at Paul's house, I guess.
Okay, so you go to his house and you sit down and you don't say anything.
Okay, now that I think about it, that is a waste of $150 for the hour.
So you give him $150.
Yeah, I give him $150.
And you don't say anything.
I don't.
And then is this like a different occasion than when you go and you rub his body, or is this? This okay.
This is just every Tuesday at 3:00 in the afternoon. I go over there.
So,
I sit there in his kitchen. Sometimes I'll get like a cup of tea or something though, which is nice.
Again, I don't know how did this start. Like, did you just one day walk over there at 3 and give him money and then sit down and do nothing?
I don't really remember. It probably started because when I go and mow his lawn, I think he suggests certain things to me, and.
Is he a hypnotist, by the way? He might be.
Oh, yeah, that's it. I one time when I was painting his house, I think he did mention something about hypnosis.
Oh, so you were doing his yard work and painting his house.
Yeah,
and
I give him massages
and
I sit there and I get for an hour and I give him $100. You know, now that I think about it, I think that I think Paul's been taking advantage of me.
Yeah, I think depending on what you say is true, or if there's going to be other information I don't know about. Yeah, I think it sounds like he's hypnotizing you and controlling your mind to do all sorts of things for you.
Wow, this is very common. This happens with a lot of people with their neighbors.
No,
it doesn't.
No,
but doesn't. It's
never happened to me.
It's probably happened to you before, though, with your neighbor. You probably have a neighbor. They probably hypnotize you so much that you don't even remember it.
No, I mean I hypnotize my neighbors, but
you're the one.
Maybe.
Okay. All right. So you're the one in that situation who's taking advantage. I understand. I get it. Okay, that's fine. As long as you're not getting taken advantage of, then I feel like that's fine.
Okay, great. End of topic.
I tell you something. After another few weeks, I'm gonna really cut down on my visits over to Paul's house. I don't want to do
probably shouldn't.
I don't want to do it cold turkey. They say if you do it cold turkey, that could lead to like constipation or heart palpitations or whatever. I don't really understand.
No. I think that's like quitting probably coffee or sugar or something.
Okay.
Cold turkey.
All right. Have you ever had cold turkey?
Yes, I have actually.
I like it. It's good for leftovers, but one time I realized I'd been eating so much cold turkey that I just decided to quit it cold turkey.
You know what? I make the same joke in the video I'm working on.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
You stole my joke for your video?
Nope. It's already made. It's
you
recorded.
Stole my joke. I better get a writing credit.
In fact, it'll come out before this episode does.
Just on the screen. Yeah. On the screen, just put a little asterisk at the bottom. Tiny, tiny type. Just promise me, but tiny, tiny type on the screen. Little asterisk. Joke written by Greg Benson.
No, I will put joke not written by Greg Benson.
Okay, put that on the screen. Put little asterisk and make sure the whole thing is italicized. And
I will.
And say
I'm going to do it right now so I don't forget. Actually.
Joke not written by Greg Benson. Okay.
Yeah, joke not written by Greg Benson.
I look forward to seeing how many people.
One frame.
No, it has to be longer than that because people have to comment on it. It's got to be up there for at least 2 seconds.
Okay, 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Whenever I do like a really quick text like that, people definitely go back and back and forth until they get it, and usually they're disappointed. They're angry with me.
Oh man, that's why I stopped making videos, because when people would watch them, usually people were disappointed.
Yeah, well, maybe you could have made them better. You probably could have.
Oh shit! I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have done that. Oh, well, but here's the deal. My channel is called Mediocre Films. I mean, how good do people expect they're going to be? Do you know that's why I call them Mediocre Films? To lower expectations?
Yes, it was genius of you.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
genius.
you. I do a lot
when
of
I watched, I remember when I clicked the first time, I was like, this is going to suck. And you know what? It didn't really.
Yeah, they sort of half sucked. Well, they're mediocre. I mean, they deliver. They deliver on the promise.
No, Greg, they were great. You were great.
Oh man, please continue.
Well, I like how funny you are in public situations.
Yeah,
you can handle public situations very well. You're very talented in that way.
Keep going.
That's
Keep
like
going. More
that's
about
something
me.
It's something that I can't do. Oh wait, that's about me. Sorry. As well, like you can just roll with the dumb things people say, and
the
also
dumb things that I say.
Handle. Yeah, you can handle very awkward moments.
I appreciate that. I actually thrive on awkward moments.
Oh yeah, obviously from this podcast you can tell. Yeah.
I do love awkward moments. Yeah. Here's the deal. I do kind of miss getting out there and interacting with a lot of people, but thanks to the channel just sort of like declining in popularity because all older channels do, I think, at some point if you don't switch things up. And I just didn't want to switch things up. And also because of COVID, I can't really get out and interact with as many people as I want to.
Are you saying you're a stubborn old man? Is that why you didn't want to
I don't want to do it. I don't want to make changes in my life. You kids get away from my lawn.
Yeah, why are you just stating the obvious in your normal voice, Greg?
You kids get your lawnmower off of my lawn.
Wait, why are you talking to kids in your lawn right now?
No, because there's these two guys who show up every week Same day every
Yeah.
week with their lawnmowers and their hedge clippers and their
Okay.
trimmers, and they're all over my lawn, and I shake my fist at them and say, "You get off of my lawn!" And they
Are
just
these
sort of.
people you hire to do yard work
I
for
do
you?
give them a check they're the only people I write a check to. I give them a check every month.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are my
So
lawn. They're my
you
lawn
pay
maintenance
them,
people. Yeah.
But you yell at them to get
Yeah.
off of your lawn.
That's just part of it. That's what I pay them
And
for. I pay them extra for that.
You're doing the yard work of your neighbors, and so is that why you hire them? Because
Oh
you
my
don't have
God.
time to do your own yard
Well,
work?
now what you're doing is you're confusing two different improvs. You're basically trying to combine them.
Wait, these are improv? These weren't real, Greg?
Yeah, these are none of this stuff is
Greg,
real.
again, you just derail the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just
That's right. That's what I do. Again,
Yeah.
awkward moments. Yeah, it all comes back to that. It all comes back to that, Craig Benzine.
Oh.
Do you ever sit around and go like, God, benzene rhymes with magazine? Do you ever do that? You ever just sit around thinking that?
No, because it doesn't really.
Sure, they both end with zine.
They do, but they're different syllable counts.
It doesn't
It's
matter.
like
The syllables don't.
Magazine, benzene.
Yeah.
Like they don't. If
They
you
rhy-
put that in a poem, that would
Yeah.
it just doesn't work.
Okay, let's put it in a poem now.
Okay.
Hey, Craig Benzine, read a magazine. See, it rhymes
That's
perfectly.
the most awkward statement I have ever heard.
What?
It did not flow off the tongue.
no
it
one
did not
has-
sound good.
No one has ever offered you a magazine in your life.
No, that they have. That's not what that's
See,
not what I'm saying.
and what did they say? What did they say when they offered it to you?
Here.
Here, Craig Benzine.
do you wanna read
a
this?
magazine?
No, they. I mean, none of my friends are going to just casually refer to my full name.
I'm your friend that I just did.
Yeah, well, both. Yeah, you being my friend is arguable.
Oh
and,
no! Why? Why would you say a thing like that?
I mean, for other people. I mean, I think you're my friend.
Oh,
but,
good.
like,
All right.
To the outside observer, I don't know.
Okay, fine.
Hey, Greg, next episode will probably be I'll be at your place.
Yeah, and be sure to bring a magazine with you so you can say to me, "Hey, Greg Benson, read a magazine."
Why would I do that?
I don't know why you
First
do
of
what you
all,
do. Listen,
Why
you have
would
to
I
look,
want you to read a magazine? Why would I care?
You have to look deep inside yourself for the answers. I don't have all the answers.
Okay.
You have
all
to.
right.
You have to do some soul searching to
When's
find
the last
out.
time you bought a magazine?
Oh my God, probably in 1991.
What?
It's been
Yeah.
been a long time. I'm not a fan of magazines. In fact, every once in a while we'll get like free. You'll get you've joined a museum or whatever, and they get this comes with a free subscription to Better Homes and Gardens, and then the magazines start showing up, and then they just pile up on the counter because you never even look at them. And then and I've literally said to my wife, to her, we have too many magazines. Too many magazines in this house.
Do you go like this with your hands when you say it? Too many magazines.
I do a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. Too many magazines in this house.
For everybody
that.
listening to the podcast and not watching, are you enjoying Craig's arm gestures
I
right
think
now?
they know. I think they know what I'm doing.
Just do it one more
I
time.
think they can tell. Too many magazines in this house.
Well, we certainly can't beat that. So that brings us to a close of the latest episode of Two Gentlemen Talking About Cabbage. We hope-
Please draw a picture of what you think I was doing and send it to us on Twitter. Also, we're talking about lettuce, not cabbage.
Whatever. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a wonderful day.
At Wheezy Waiter Twitter, at Mediocre Films Twitter.
Perfect. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm talking about lettuce. I'm talking about lettuce.